Renowned writer Modeste Downes has expressed his profound distress concerning the rising crime rates that have plagued his hometown of Vieux Fort. As a native of the town, Downes is known for his literary works that have affectionately portrayed the lively culture, history, and people of Vieux Fort. In a recent interview, he revealed his dismay at the growing crime problem that has harmed the town's reputation in recent years.
I wish to contribute to the discussion on the continued crime situation in our country, and in particular Vieux Fort. I single out Vieux Fort because I'm a resident of the town, and the state of crime, violent crime in particular, is very disturbing to me as a resident and as someone with responsibility, being a writer with some degree of prominence. I think it is time that the young men find alternative ways of dealing with the issues that confront them. Too often, the young men that kill each other, they are either friends, cousins, or other forms of relatives or relations. We need to find a way to curb this continued harassment of each other, this spoiling of the image of our town and of our country.
Vieux Fort has witnessed a surge in violent crime, with a number of gun deaths in recent years. This alarming trend has raised concerns among residents and local authorities alike. New legislation was passed designating the town as an area of escalated crime, with troops from the regional security system brought in to subdue an alarming spike in gang violence and gunplay in the first quarter of 2023. Weapons were trained on innocent family members with deadly outcomes. He implores young men to disavow crime and violence.
So I wish to make an appeal to the young men of Vieux Fort, of St. Lucia in general, to give up this attitude and this habit of killing each other, destroying each other's lives, shortening their existence on planet Earth, when they could make a more positive contribution and make a historical mark by their contribution in whatever sphere of activity to the development of our country and of our civilization. So young men, give it up and be more positive.
Downes believes that addressing the crime issue is crucial to preserving Vieux Fort's identity and securing its future. He emphasized the significance of community involvement and collaboration in tackling the issue and called for unity and action.
I wish to make an appeal to parents, not only parents but relatives and close associates of criminals and would-be criminals. Too often I see with my own eyes parents who give incentive to their young men because they conduct themselves in a way that pleases their eyes or their ears, when in fact what they are pleased about is the bad attitude and disposition displayed by the young men. So I want to appeal to parents as well, to older brothers and sisters, to pull up your brothers, to pull up your sons, and tell them that the road that they're taking is not going to lead to anything positive. A shortened life is not a contribution to your existence, it's not a contribution to society, it doesn't help your family in any way. So pull up your boys, pull up your brothers, pull up your sons, pull up any young man in your area whom you know has a disposition towards criminality.
The writer does not think economic opportunities or the lack thereof is at fault, but rather that the violence is symptomatic of an anti-social syndrome.
There are too many young men who can be brought back onto the right path if certain social interventionist measures are taken, and we have social workers whose responsibility is to do that. It is up to the government of the day to direct those social workers, those community persons with responsibility, to take the appropriate action and bring activity, bring exercises or whatever it is into the communities when those young persons otherwise would not access those, if you want, those activities or those measures, bring it to them where they are. If you have to have a workshop in Bruceville, do so. In fact, as a matter of fact, some time ago, I myself thought of having a 2 or 3 day workshop in Vieux Fort, bringing responsible persons to talk to young persons.
It is left to be seen if local leaders and residents respond positively to his call and commit to working cooperatively with law enforcement agencies to address this issue and restore Vieux Fort to its former glory.